Welcome back to the Shquibcast. This is Nancy Pelosi. And Dick, I am so happy that President Joe Biden has won.
What are you talking about? Nance, what are you talking about?
He has won the presidency.
Nancy,
he has won
the
presidency.
He has not won the presidency.
The American people have decided that Joe Biden has won the presidency.
Listen.
And I am so excited about him winning the presidency.
Listen, you get a 5 o'clock shadow for one thing.
I am so excited.
No, don't
I am
touch
so
it,
excited.
See this? This is so you can shit on the Democrats.
I am so excited.
What are you doing?
Phone.
Oh, no.
It's Chuck Humor. Hello, Chuck.
Already?
Oh, you're outside celebrating in the streets with your mask off.
You hear that?
Oh, that's really good. That's really good.
Aaron, his
People will not realize, forget it. They'll forget about the virus. Thanks, Chuck. That's really good.
Well,
Keep celebrating. I am so happy. I am so happy that Joe Biden. I am so happy that Joe Biden has won the presidency. I am so happy.
Tell Schumer to go fuck himself and put his mask on when he's outside.
Joe Biden is president.
Leave Trump alone.
Get rid of that. Trump. Get rid of Trump anything.
Don't get rid of Trump nothing.
Trump everything.
What, are you crazy?
Yes.
You are crazy because you thought you won and you didn't.
We won the presidency.
Listen to me, Nancy, for 1 second. Make believe I'm Wolf Blitzer. I'm telling you something.
I represent the American people.
And we represent them. And we represent them. And we represent them.
These long food lines that we're seeing.
If you do.
I don't care about the stimulus package. Donald Trump just wants his name on a check. And I represent the American people.
His name on a chick? No, he doesn't want his name on a dick.
Fuck the American people.
Wants it on
I
a
represent
chick.
them, but fuck them.
But anyhow, listen to me. Don't be celebrating too crazy and tell Schumer to put his mask back on in New York.
He's celebrating in the street.
Can't be celebrating.
Forget about coronavirus for a second.
Until
America's dark night is over.
The votes are all counted by the canvassers.
No, we counted all the votes. We counted all the votes.
They have put the results are put out to.
Don't question anything, except. You need to accept the results.
The news media does not give the results.
Yes, we do.
Of the presidency
they do.
Or of anything else.
Yes,
it's just the
we
news
do.
media. It's their little way. It's their little way of trying to sway the people of the United States. Somebody already won, but nobody won yet. All right, I'm going to give you Nancy. Hold on a minute now. You're talking over me.
Yes.
Hold on, Nancy.
I represent the American people.
This is Dick Blitzer. Here's what we're doing here.
I represent the American people.
All right, good. But listen, here's what happened in 2000 when Bush and Gore went at it.
Yes.
And Bush thought he lost, and Gore thought he won. 30 days later, when the votes were all counted, they awarded Bush the presidency. So guess what?
Fuck yourself.
It's the same thing that's going on now, people. You go till December 13th. Nobody should be declaring themselves as the winner because, man,
we declared our victory.
We
declared our victory, Richard. We declared our victory, okay?
There is no victory.
It is over. It is over. Thank you, Joe Biden. Congratulations.
You see that right there? This doesn't stop
Congratulations. I can't wait to start more wars, okay? Congratulations.
Nancy,
put on your stupid intro, and here we go.
Get out of here, Nancy.
I am not going anywhere.
Get out of here. We don't
I
need
represent the American
You're full of nipples like a chicken. Nancy. Oh, Nancy. That wasn't your pussy. Oh, what the? Pull it up. Pull me fuck you between the tits. Nancy. Chuck, stick your finger up my ass, please. Chuck. Nancy, hold your tits together. Hurry up and do it.
Do you say record? I'm like, it's not recording.
Please.
What are you doing?
All right, get it out of there. Will you listen to that later?
Oh, boy. Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer sex tape. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Just what I need. Welcome back to the Squib Show. I'm so glad Nancy's gone.
Me too.
Because you love her. No, you wanted more of her, but I'm glad.
Hold on a second here. Nancy's gone?
Yes.
What are you, a twin?
No. I had nothing to do with that. I had nothing to do with that. I just hate her guts, and I'm glad she's gone.
Oh, you mean from
from
the White House? She's not speaker anymore?
No, she is, unfortunately.
Oh, you mean she's gone from this chair? Yes, she's gone from the chair. In this studio.
And she is the enemy of the people. So
she is. If people
but
realize
she represents them,
the thing, though.
But she's
right.
the enemy of them.
She is the real enemy of the taxpayer.
because she wants
Oh,
to
yeah.
swipe everybody.
And she had a primary challenge. Talib something. I forgot what his name was.
Oh, Talib, that asshole?
No, not that asshole. He was way better than she was. It was a primary
no. I
challenge.
thought you meant Talib
No,
to
no,
get
no.
elected again.
No.
The
She
squad.
had a really cool primary.
The squad.
Yeah, fuck them. But knee bending assholes. But she had a good primary
Bend the
challenger
knee.
who didn't. He got like 30% or something, which is good, but it's just not enough to overcome San Francisco.
No.
Because if she gets unseated as the Speaker of the House, it's not like the guy who beat her becomes a Speaker, but at least she's out, and then she does lose that too. But anyway, what's going on with this fucking election?
Well, I'm still kind of perplexed over it because everybody's
You have-
declaring
you-
a winner, and there's no
you
winner
have
yet.
faith. You have faith.
I have faith right here. I have faith in this right there.
You do. You do? I do
Absolutely.
too. I do too.
It's not over until the ballots are counted, and the legal ballot, not the one to send in by all the dead people, somebody's relative in Guatemala, and whatever they are,
dead cats.
dead cats, whatever
There's
the
a lot
thing
of
is.
fucking fucked up shit.
It's just the media doesn't dictate who the president's going to be. So it's the border canvassers,
Yeah.
it's the electoral votes, and it's the people.
Yeah.
Not the people, not even really all the people. It's not the DC swampies that are dropping ballots off at all different places in the middle of the night where nobody can fucking see them.
No.
Or whatever.
It's
It's
as soon
just-
as we went to
if
bed,
it
we
was
stayed up
legal-
till 4. I stayed up till like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Oh, I've been up
As
since.
soon as we wake
I
up,
haven't went to bed.
It's those wee small hours of the morning that everything gets fucked up and flipped and changed.
Yep.
Which is bullshit.
When people are like tired and
What-
weary.
Oh yeah, yeah. That way you can't you can question it, but just like that. Yeah. Cool shirt, by the way. You got inspired by my fashion sense. That's cool.
Inspired by you.
Yeah. It's cool though. It's cool.
Yeah, all right.
You did, right? You must have, because I mean, come on.
Ooh, you did.
And it's crazy because I'm wearing like regular stuff today. But
Look at me. Look. I'm like I'm a picture of fashion,
you got
man.
inspired. Yeah.
I'm
No,
a
actually,
picture
yeah.
of fashion.
You are, but you got inspired. But it's good. It's fine. No, but what's happening right now, I feel like it's a way to get, because if you notice, the right is not, they're protesting, but in small groups in front of the election places, right? Which is fair.
Yeah, well.
Which is fair. But what I'm saying is they're not smashing stuff. They're not
Well.
we're pissed, but we're not fucking attacking. I mean,
Well,
maybe
we're-
we will.
we're-
and
we're
maybe
kinda-
we will if Biden really does win.
No, I don't
In
know. I don't know if that's
January.
going to happen.
But what I'm
because,
saying is, I'm just looking at the
Biden
difference
isn't
of
going
the.
to win.
No, I hope so. I hope.
I had a little tiff with the BBC recently, the last couple of days, saying that they're our elected president Biden, all this bullshit. I said, wait a minute, hold on, BBC, and I wrote back and said, nobody here declared a president yet. The media doesn't declare a president. Again, I have to reiterate, the media does not dictate who the president is. So we have to wait for the Electoral College to get the votes in from the canvass board, the board of canvassers, and then we'll decide who the president is. And besides all of this, if there's so much illegality going on, that it needs to be deciphered. So take your party and blow out the candles and get the fuck out of here.
And I think what's happening is it's giving everybody, which I can't stand the celebrating of the left and everybody, including Chuck Schumer celebrating, as Nancy said before, him out there celebrating with people, taking off his mask and celebrating and talking and putting his mask back on. They're out there, thousands of
Here's the
thousands of
thing.
people.
Oh, and here's the
That's
thing
not
for
like he
you.
gets thousands, not millions, thousands. 'Cause
Not even-
Chuck
not even
actual
thousands.
millions.
There's-
But he gets.
Trust me.
Maybe totally, but like in Hollywood and stuff, like all those people, those blue check fucks, those people get the thousands, but that's it.
Get the
We're not
thousands
talking
of
about
what?
millions.
What are you talking about?
Thousands of people in the streets, like virtue
Oh,
signaling and,
Trump's got
and falsely
millions
celebrating.
upon millions
Look at
compared
the
to-
rallies. Look at the rallies.
And that's what they're saying. And they just said today, what the date is today, but Arizona, Trump was 87% ahead overnight.
oh yeah. Oh no.
Trump
Overnight
was
is when everything
Trump
flipped.
was 15,000
Oh, yeah.
behind. It's ridiculous. They
Oh, yeah.
don't even have that many people. They can't scale that border anymore. So guess what? The Democrats are cheating.
Rhode Island needs to be flipped.
Rhode Island's
And we thought election night, right? It was Trump was
Everything-
winning by a lot. He was winning by 11%.
Election
total.
night, Trump was
11%.
way ahead.
11%.
Now that they dropped off fake ballots from Guatemala and Honduras, which they got to check still yet, it's going to flip again. It's going to be back to Republican. This is the first time this state, Massachusetts, well, you don't know, but in Maine, all those other places, people are switching to Republican. And yet, if you want your tax money, you want a good incentive to work, and you get a good IRA and all this stuff. You got to. Trump was the thing. If anybody voted for Biden, it's just say for the hell of it. And I don't think there's a for hell of it because I don't think it's going to happen. But if it happens and you people that voted for him lose your 401k, you're going to pay $6,000 extra a year for your Obamacare and all this stuff they want to re-implement. Don't bitch, because I'll tell you to go fuck yourself. Because Trump's gonna. I'll tell you right now. And after this, if
let's do a test run on me. Let's do a test run. On me. Let's do a test run on me. I love Joe Biden, and I'm so glad I voted for him. And fuck your taxes. Tell me.
Yeah. Yes, that's how fucking dumb you are.
Yeah.
I don't have to say anything else. You're just that dumb.
Okay.
You know what I mean? What am I gonna say?
I just want to do a test run.
If you're that dumb,
how it's gonna go down. And what also
you're gonna lose your tax. Your tax rate is gonna go sky high.
And then what do you
so
do
you're
now?
Gonna work for 40 hours in overtime. They gotta take 50% of your pay. Because overtime is over.
What do you do when the looters, and rioters?
And how about all the looters?
Antifa and Black Lives Matter, if they come to your house, they knock.
I'll shoot them.
Richard!
It's only shooting. Richard! It's the time for
shooting.
shooting.
Straight up shooting?
That's why Second Amendment, First Amendment, Second Amendment, they come in your yard and they, look, just coming over the boundary of your yard for the actions that they want to cause is bounds for a reaction. So what the reaction is going to be, you find out.
If Trump wins, they're going to come smash your house.
Well, let's see what they can do.
Yeah?
I got stuff hidden in here. If they come,
do you think you'll win?
15 feet from my door.
They come in and they smash.
They can't do anything.
They break the locks of the doors and they start smashing. What do you do?
Here's what I think of that.
Let's say there's 12 of them. What are you going to do about 12 of them? 12 BLM at your door.
12 BLM.
Antifa. 6 and 6. 6 Antifa.
Here's what I'm going to do.
BLM.
Look. 12 of them at 15 years old apiece is probably half my age.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what are they going to do? They can't even think. They can't even comb their hair straight, wipe their ass straight, and there's a line there to do. There's a crack that you can wipe your ass with.
But they're in your house. Let's say 6 in the back door. 6 in the back door, 6 in the front door.
Emma in the back.
They're here to kill Emma. They're here to kill your dog, Emma. They're here to kill your dog.
Well,
Emma.
first they got to get through the gate.
What do you do?
So
they did.
I'm in a gated community.
6 and 6.
They can't get in.
Yeah.
In San Francisco. As soon as they try that, there's a helicopter.
Oh yeah.
And there's Brian Cranston over there trying to get us out.
Oh yeah. Oh, he was the gate guard.
He was the gate guard at one time. Remember?
In Bell Canyon.
Bell Canyon.
Trump
people.
2020. Even though it's just the same beer we've been drinking, but.
Trump 2020 people and 24 Ivanka.
You think so?
I think
well,
so.
That's what I heard.
The son.
I heard he was eyeing it, and so was Ivanka. And supposedly, besides Melania supposedly wanting a divorce behind the scenes.
What?
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
No, it's now. Because you can't, like, as first lady and stuff, because you lose protection. As former first lady, she gets like $20,000 a year or something as former first lady, but you lose Secret Service if you're divorced, supposedly, when you leave. So she's been hesitating, but then she thought about it, and she's like, all right, fuck it. Supposedly, by a former...
She wants a divorce?
That's what I heard.
No.
If he loses. Because you can't... Divorcing publicly as a president, you can't really do... I mean, you can, probably, but you can't.
They're too close.
Supposedly. But she also said about Don Jr., because Don and Ivanka both want it, right? And she said Don's too stupid. She goes, Ivanka's... I don't know if she said Ivanka's smart enough, but she said Don Jr. is not as smart as his father to win the presidency. It's not her kid, right?
What was this? I must have missed all this.
Yeah. This is just something I read, and that's supposedly from a friend of Melania's that just spewed it out. Who knows if it's true, right? But that's what I heard.
That's something the Democrats.
Supposedly Ivanka's smarter, right? And I think Ivanka and Barron are the smartest ones, and Don is smart, and Eric and Tiffany are like, oh my god. One thing.
One thing what?
Listen, I got something to say.
You ain't saying it.
One thing about I have to say about the lockdown and COVID and all this shit. First of all, I think COVID was propped up by the media to affect election results, and I think it was a worldwide coup because Trump's against this new world order, worldwide. He's playing the game a little bit because he was part of the game, but once he came into it, he was doing things like making peace with North Korea and with Putin, which they're supposed to be our enemies.
Well, you have to see, the World Health Organization was started by who?
I don't know.
That was pretty cool. Was started by who? WHO.
Wait, that card's we have to fix that.
What the fuck?
But
You're ruining
let's
the
talk to this
show.
camera. I'm not.
Let's buy
It's
some more-
hard.
Let's buy some more cars.
We have to. We keep saying it every time. A CF
Order
card.
right now.
128 gigabyte CF card. We'll be right back.
Be right back. People got to adjust
We'll be
their
right back
cameras
because Dick can't get his shit
of,
together.
Because of COVID.
And he's
yeah,
still
we
looking
can't hire
at. He's
all
still
kinds of
looking at the
people.
camera that's dead.
RPG スーパーマリオ RPG ロールプレイングゲームやったことない人も OK マリオと旅に出ようドラマを作ろうロールプレイングゲームやり尽くした人も Come on 満足させますマリオです Oh yeah スーパーファミコンソフトスーパーマリオ RPG スーパーファミコンが4000円安くなるクーポン券付き
I tell you, did I tell you what happened? Oh man, I went to the doctor. My mother and my daughter. They took me to Boston, right? Instead of the regular nurse shit. So I went to Boston, and I figured, you know what? I'll put on my new underwear, just because I only wore it because just in case I had to take my pants off to see my knee.
You never really wear them.
I don't wear underwear. I hate underwear. When I got my vasectomy, I used to get stuck to the goddamn underwear and it got infected. But anyway, I went up there, right? And here's my mother. My mother's sitting here, my daughter's sitting here, and the girl doctor sitting here. Guess what happened? I pulled my pants down to show her my knee, and guess what happened?
Why'd you pull your pants down?
Because to show my knee.
Can't you just wear shorts or something?
Well, I didn't think they were gonna have to. I don't know. I couldn't pull it up enough to sleeve of my
He always looks for reasons just to expose himself.
But anyway, I pulled my pants down, and I thought I was safe. And they're all going, ah! I said, what the fuck's going on? Like, not what the fuck's going on. I said, what's the matter?
Yeah.
Your thing fell out of your shorts. I said, what? All of a sudden, my mother,
you're shocked.
my mother
He
was like
says it
this.
like he's shocked.
I was shocked.
Yeah.
I didn't. How did I have a wind up?
Of course you know.
I had my.
Of course you know.
I had a little black pair of skivvies on.
Yeah.
I'm not used to wearing underwear.
Yeah.
I had a wedgie for one thing, and all of a sudden, all my pants are pulled. They were pulled all to one side. My balls and my dick were on this side, and the pants were the underwear were on this side, and my schlag is hanging there. And they're all going, oh, and the girl says, oh, it's okay, I'm used to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But you can't be shocked.
She's used to that cock just hanging next to her head, I guess. I don't know. I don't know, people. But anyhow, that was my experience wearing with underwear. So, see why I don't wear it?
No,
if I'm going to whip it on, I'm going to whip it on.
I can't understand
Listen,
you
I
wear
get all
jeans
manscaped.
constantly. That's crazy.
What?
The way, like, you wear jeans and stuff and you don't wear underwear.
What? So?
How uncomfortable. Your life must be that.
I haven't been wearing underwear, so I got a vasectomy.
Like, he's pretty happy in general, right? You're kind of happy, right? A happy type
I'm
of
always
guy.
happy.
But imagine if you wore underwear.
I'd be miserable.
You know, you'd be so much more happier because
Why?
I would like that would put me over the edge of depression.
What? Not wearing underwear?
Yes, because
you're crazy.
With the if you want to look good and stuff, you want to wear nice suit pants, or you want to wear jeans.
So
or
you
want
wear, who knows?
It will make
It's
you
only
miserable.
you.
It hurts and it's painful and it's not fun and it's not good all around. So I'm just telling
Who
you.
said that?
You'd be very happy. Like he's happy guy.
I hate
You
underwear.
would be very
Hate
happy
it.
if
Hate
you wore
it.
underwear.
Hate it.
It doesn't
I
have to
don't
be like.
underwear.
It depends on what kind.
I wore 3 or 4 different.
Actually, you know what we need? Me Undies needs to be our
The
sponsor.
next show.
That's
people.
what needs to
I
happen.
don't think we're gonna have time tonight, but the next show,
Me Undies.
I'm gonna
Me
show
Undies.
you
Help us.
my underwear that I have,
Me Undies.
and you can judge for yourself
I don't know.
what they're like. They had an X-ray, right? They took X-rays of me with my underwear on because they said to make sure
We
I
need
wore
Me
underwear that
Undies.
day. So I went for
Me
X-rays,
Undies.
and I had underwear on. But you could still you could see the whole outline of my day. It looked like a square puzzle. It went like this, like this. It really did. And the guy at the radiation,
Me Undies.
the radiology guy goes, "Hey, you got to see this." He brings me into the radiology room and he goes, "Hey, look at the film I just took of you." I go, "What are you looking at?" I swear to God, I
Yeah,
didn't
what?
even.
There's nothing there.
Well,
They couldn't even find it.
All I saw was like 2 plums and a banana.
Yeah.
And it looks like the guy's
And one of
lunch.
those pygmy bananas.
I don't know, look like
You
the
know
guy's
those pig-
lunch. I don't know.
You know the pygmy bananas there are?
The pygmy banana.
We're not talking about plantain or anything. We're talking about the little ones.
That's the pygmy
There are
banana
little
that they
pygmy-
pull out your ass.
You know, no, you know what I'm talking about.
Already peeled.
The little pygmy ones. Pledge your loyalty to Me Undies, and that's our new sponsor.
Me undies?
How wonderful are these underwear, Dick?
I have to try them.
Just pretend like you did.
I don't know. I have to try them.
Oh
I
my
can't.
God.
I'm not a lying person like the
Well,
Democrats.
They aren't lying, huh?
No, I'm not. I hate underwear.
Huh?
But I'll try these if they want to put them on a show. If Me Underwear wants to send me something to try.
It's not me.
What is it? Your underwear?
No, it's
What's the name
kind
of
of
it?
gay sounding. It's Me Undies.
Oh, Me Undies?
Yeah.
Well, are they girls?
No, it's everybody.
Oh.
They're very inclusive. It's a great group, and they sponsor a lot of podcasts. So I'm just saying, here's an opportunity. A guy that doesn't wear underwear.
Right.
Let's prove
I hate underwear.
the people wrong. Let's show him that underwear can be comforting. Because Dick does. He does. This is actually a great. Actually, we're rich now. We have our sponsor. Really, he talks about how he hates underwear. He just doesn't wear them because he hates how uncomfortable they are. This
Yep.
guy. I don't think anybody's ever done that. So MeUndies is a perfect opportunity to prove that underwear can be comfortable. So here we go.
I can't.
Here we go.
It's tough.
No, here we go. But they're gonna prove that. They're gonna prove
if
it.
you can prove to me why I should be wearing them for one thing, not even why, but you have to be comfortable. I cannot be comfortable with underwear on.
They'll prove it.
Because my balls and my dick shift.
Yeah.
Like there's no tomorrow. Like one time I was in a, where the hell was I? I was somewhere, and this girl says to me, I can see the head of your dick. I said, what are you looking for? Well, it's a girl, right? And she goes, well, not really. She goes, through your slacks. I said, through my slacks? She goes, yeah. So she says, don't you wear underwear? I go, no. So she goes, in my pocketbook, I got a pair. She goes, I always keep a spare pair with me because I get that time of the month. It's okay. She says, well, you want to put them on and just try it? So I did it, right?
And imagine.
Now, what happened was, I put them on, and about 3 hours later, I was turning purple, red, and blue.
Wow.
She goes, what's the matter? You're all flushed.
It's almost like the American flag, but turn the white into purple.
Well, she says, you're all right? I go, no, I'm not. I said, I'm getting hot here. She, what's the matter? I said, I think the underwear are too tight or something. So she says, let me see. So we proceeded to go into the men's room lobby area because there's men's, ladies in the middle there. So anyway, we're in there, and I pull them down. She goes, oh, my God. She goes, put them back up. All the underwear shifted where my balls are on this side, and the underwear, like the lacy part, because it was women's underwear at the time, so she could hide the head of my cock, right?
Yeah,
and it was wrapped around like this, like I was choking in the other head. Couldn't even think. So all of a sudden, I pull them off, and the blood started rushing all over my whole body. I said, I can't wear these. This is the reason I don't wear underwear. They're all over the place. And if I get a wedgie, and you go to pull them out while you're cooking food and shit, you got stink all over everything. That's gross.
No, you can't have that.
That's gross.
No, I understand. You can't have that. But if MeUndies was our sponsor, that would solve all the problems.
Well, let's try MeUndies. I don't know.
Let's get into like the actual substance of the show.
All right.
Like about the rigging and stuff, and Joe Biden prematurely declaring victory and the media backing him. I think that's a big problem.
I said it before throughout the whole show. The media does not predict the president.
Yeah.
Or declare who's the winner.
No.
So people
get
that out of your mind
there's
because
so
they got
much.
a big change
I think
coming.
there's so much overwhelming evidence against well, of course, not evidence against Trump. It's just,
there's no evidence against Trump.
They hate this guy in there.
Trump.
They hate him
That's the
so
evidence.
much. They'll do anything. And what kills me is the amount of blind support towards him, like from California, like our people, right? We want them to be our people, like the entertainment people and all that shit. They are just
Our business is entertainment, and these people are
sucks.
just crushing the entertainment business right now. Right now in Hollywood,
the thing is, if we
they're
speak
killing
out,
Hollywood.
like I said, if we were a more popular platform, which we will be at some point, we are going to get chastised, and the people like us get chastised for talking about Trump. It's like we can still make a movie. Like look at John Voight. They cancel Ray Donovan. I think they cancel.
Oh,
Ray
yeah,
Donovan over
Donovan.
John Voight's support
because
for
of
Donald
John
Trump.
Voight.
And he's the patriarch of that show, which sucks,
Yep.
right? And what a great show! And politics shouldn't divide us like that. It's like you could believe it, you could totally believe Biden, totally believe Trump, but we should still be able to be friends and work together,
Exactly.
regardless.
That's why I don't talk to your mother.
Right.
Because she's a Democrat.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
exactly.
only kidding.
No, but we can still get along and stuff. Like it's crazy because like I'm still came from a place of like believing that Bernie was the best thing that our country could have been, but I turned like I came to Trump and then back to Bernie and then back to Trump. But the thing is, I still believe that Bernie would have been the best thing for our country. But you don't believe that, which is fine. We don't have to not agree on that. But the thing is,
Socialism doesn't work.
Sure.
Look at Venezuela. Look at Russia. Look at China. Look at Colombia. Look at all those
that's
places.
the one place that we have to
socialism
talk
is
about,
no
really,
good.
really go into of how that doesn't work. But like to me, it was
People
just,
are being
as a
people are
personality,
being
and
tortured in socialist countries.
as a good
And
genuine
totalitarian.
as a
countries,
good
too.
genuine person that always believed in the right thing. I think Bernie was always the guy. He was always there. But what he did though, what he did, by backing down and bending the knee, in 2016 and in 2020.
Yeah.
That's fucking shit.
It is.
That's to the DNC because
Yeah.
he tried to play the game of the Democrats, and now he is a Democrat, and he never was, right? Now he is a Democrat, and he's a bullshit lying Democrat with AOC and with the squad and with Omar who cheated and all that shit.
All those
Horrible.
people
Isn't
are
that horrible?
cheats and
And
thieves. And if we did that, any part of this that we would have done, and hold on a second now, 2016, just before the election, when Obama and Biden and that whole crew, the FBI, the DOJ, all them people spying on Trump would have been in jail by now. Look at they did
I don't
to
know
Flynn
why aren't they in
right
jail?
away. Well, they have to investigate. It's the Democrats. They want to keep their people out. Now here's the thing, and I heard there's a little bit of talk today that they want Biden in because the people that did that at the DOJ and the FBI and the CIA, anybody that was on Trump and his crew and Flynn and Stone and all those people that tried to chastise and lie about the Russian hoax are all in trouble, and it's coming out now in the White House anyway. But the fact of the matter is that it's all coming out. It's all factual. They're bringing them all McCabe, all those people that were in it in the FBI that were against Trump and spying legally. They thought they were right because Obama ordered the spying because of somebody in the FBI said we got to spy on him because of Russia, which was Clinton. Guess what? Now they're all going to go to jail for lying and cheating the American taxpayer. Now they want Biden to be president so that he can pardon them all. That's the secret, people. The secret is they want to pardon these people because they are in trouble for tyranny.
No, and they should. They should
that's
be in
what
jail.
this really
But
boils down to is tyranny.
a problem is with past presidencies, they always claim that they're going to prosecute and all this stuff. Like Bush, the Bush administration should have been prosecuted by the Obama administration, but they didn't. But guess why? Because he's Bush light. He's the same thing. Yep. He's the same thing. And I think now Biden's saying, oh, he's going to prosecute Trump and all that. But I don't think he's going to do that either. I just think that it's such a... maybe
Look,
Trump, because Trump's not the establishment, right?
No, but they say that, but they can't do it. They don't. For one thing, they don't have the means.
Well, here's the thing that I got to say. Hillary's not in jail. What the fuck happened?
It's coming. Look at her husband with the Epstein
But
thing.
he's not in jail either.
That's the killer. The killer of all of it is we'd be in jail.
Right. Oh, of course.
We would be in jail, but these people are hanging in there because.
And you visited that island twice. Huh? And you visited that island twice.
I went to Gilligan's Island.
Gilligan's Island?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a little fun over there eating spinach and lifting up logs.
Is that what they did? I didn't watch that show.
Huh?
I watched like 2 episodes or something, but I don't understand the humor at that time. I don't get it. It was not.
What are you talking
It's
about?
not that great.
You didn't even know what it's about.
Lost is great.
Lost was good.
I fucking love Lost.
I met
There was
John from
plot
Lost
holes.
in
There's
Washington.
plot
Washington, D.C. I met John from Lost.
Yeah.
I forgot his
Terry
name. His real
O'Quinn.
name.
Terry O'Quinn.
Yeah.
Terry O'Quinn. I'm a smart guy.
Down
I'm really
in,
smart.
down next to Georgia Tech, whatever it was.
I think the current state of affairs is what I'm really against is the Biden people just celebrating and celebrate. But the thing is, they're ignorant or willfully ignorant of what's actually happening and also what these people actually stand for. Yeah. The 1994 crime bill and Kamala Harris having a history of imprisoning African American people and people of imprisoning African American people and for weed charges.
Look at she called out
she's
Biden
horrible.
on the stage.
I mean, she's horrible
for the presidential debate.
She
called out Biden,
and then she got questioned about it. She got questioned about it. Oh, you are now his vice president and whatever. And she goes, "It was a debate."
In those debates, you landed haymakers on Joe Biden. I mean, his teeth were like chiclets all over the stage. And now I believe you that you're fully supportive of him. How does that transition happen? How do you go from being such a passionate opponent on such bedrock principles for you, and now you guys seem to be pals?
It was a debate.
Not everybody landed punches like you did, though.
It was a debate.
So you don't mean it?
It was a debate. That the whole reason, literally, it was a debate. It was called a debate.
I understand.
Traveled to the debate. There were journalists there covering the debate, where there would be a debate of differences of opinion and issues.
And she laughs and laughs
And
and laughs.
all she does is
I
laugh.
think it was Stephen Colbert, the crying guy.
So we all knew he would do this. What I didn't know is that it would hurt so much. I didn't expect this to break my heart.
I think it was
Colbert?
him.
Oh my God! All those people.
He's but he
They
questioned
know
her.
how dumb he looks.
It's crazy, like how he or Wolf Blitzer, the people that are like simps for the Democratic Party, and shills for the people that pay them. That essentially that's why they're all in business together.
Yep.
They're all in business together. So when somebody like that, somebody like Stephen Colbert or Wolf Blitzer to call out Nancy Pelosi or Kamala Harris, and then she just laughs it off. Why did he attacked? She said she was so against everything Biden did.
Yep.
And then he questions, well, now you're vice president. What do you still believe that? It was a debate.
Yeah.
So should we just
Everything
not watch
she's
debates
on-
anymore? Is this not real? Do you not believe in the words you said? Do you have an answer? You just laughed it off, and guess who let it go? Stephen Colbert. He just let it
Yep.
fucking go.
Yep.
It's bullshit.
They're
And people
all-
just buy it, and they
Yep.
they post her dancing in the rain with the umbrella. What the fuck are you doing? You're watching these people and praying to these people, and you're just accepting the fucking total hypocrisy.
She is.
How the fuck can you do that?
Yeah.
It's sickening.
It
It's
is.
absolutely sickening.
It is sickening.
And you have to bite your tongue with people like we're in the entertainment industry, and there's so many people that just so blindly for Biden Harris. What the fuck are you doing?
The one good
I
thing
have to
about
bite my
us being
tongue.
in the entertainment industry and saying what we can say, we say anything we want anyway,
Right.
Because we don't need anybody's money,
Right.
But we talk from our heart and try to tell the American people that you can't. You have to make your own decision. If there's something you don't know, look it up. You got Google, Wikipedia, all that stuff, a dictionary. Look up stuff. Look at the Constitution. You can look it up right on the internet. Look at the Constitution and see what goes on. The media does not dictate or determine who is the American president winner. It just doesn't happen that way. There's a border canvass. I'm just saying, I'm sorry for constantly reiterating, but there's a process, and the process is called a due process, and a due process hasn't been performed. Once that's performed, listen to me. I will accept if Donald Trump loses, I will accept the fact that if it was legal, and that every person that voted was legal, that there wasn't a dead relative on there, there wasn't a dead dog, a dead cat, somebody's parrot, whatever it was.
I love parrots.
I like parrots too.
I've been watching a lot of videos of parrots. They're cute as fuck.
Huh?
I love parrots. I've been watching a lot of videos. Twinkie the parrot, Coco the parrot. They're
I
fucking
like
cute.
Coco the parrot.
Oh, you
but
love it?
yeah,
I love
but
it.
anyway, people, do your own research. Make up your own mind. Don't be one of the people like that is gonna drink the
Kool-Aid.
the Kool-Aid like
Yeah.
Jim Jones over there down in Guatemala. You gotta stop the shit, people. Use your own head, your own mind. One other thing I wanted to bring up too, something about Minnesota and that Ilham, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Do you remember in California? Or was it Utah? I forgot where it was, but there's an Indian group that came out of the Russia. Whatever his name was. His name was A. Russia, whatever it was. It was a documentary on Netflix. And this guy had this girl running a compound for him. Then they started taking over a city. Then they took over another city. But the town, the regular, normal people that lived there all their lives, wouldn't let it happen. They fought back against them. They sent them back to India, wherever they were from, right? Yeah. Guess what's happening now with Ilham Omar, whatever her name is? She's doing the same thing in Minnesota because Obama gave all those people visas to set up a little compound over there. And now it's happening. The radicals are moving in, and they're in the halls of justice, and it's your fault for electing her.
The difference I have, and I agree with that, mostly. The difference
What do you
is...
mean, mostly?
Mostly. The
What
difference
don't
is,
you agree?
I agree with progressive values and all this stuff and free health, like health care for everybody. I agree with that. That's our difference. But
I do agree with that, though.
But these people are...
I do agree with free
the thing
healthcare.
is, these people these people like the AOCs and the Bernies and the Ilhan Omars that present themselves as the opposition party, but they're all running as Democrats, and they all end up being shills of the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party they're good in disguise. They're just horrible. They're just horrible people. And they all run under this thing, and then they all get corrupted. Like, they come in with good intentions, I think, but they get corrupted. And then all of a sudden, they bend the knee to like people like Biden, who's just been there for 47 years. Just a horrible
47 years and did nothing.
Person.
Nothing.
Other than turning 2 wars into 7 under the things under the Obama administration.
Yeah.
So I can't stand people that still defend AOC. Well, we have a chance. No, they won't. They won't. If the greatest power you have is showing them that you're not capable of voting, that you have the power to not vote for them. If you keep voting for them, like the people that are progressives, just total progressives, and wait
a minute now. All
you have to show them you're not capable of voting for them.
If I had a fight with people, not a fight, like a little tiff with people saying. They say to me, "Oh, Dick, but this guy's a racist. This guy did this. This guy did." Wait, I said, "Hang on a second. How old are you?" 19 or 18, and they go, "Oh," I said, "Do your homework. You're wrong." Right. And they go, "What do you mean?" They said, "Who said that?" "Oh, CNN."
Oh, this. Right, there you go.
Somebody.
You gotta
said
follow the
something.
money. Follow the money.
Follow the money. But here's the thing: to make up your own mind, all you young dumbass kids that don't want to work, you want free this, and free that. Guess what? Go to work. Have a free sense of mind for yourself. Buy stuff for yourself. Don't depend on the government giving you stuff. Have a little bit of will for yourself. Love yourself. Be a great person. You need to have some kind of morals for yourself. Self-morals that you thought about. You saw AOC. She wants green this, green that. But is it feasible? Look it up. See what the wind does. See what the wind does. See what the electric cars do. See what this does. See what the electric cars I do.
No, yeah.
But it's the wind and the solar. You can't live with it. I mean, if you do that, it's one thing. But if you do that as a secondary, or if you use fossil fuels later, when that fails, because it will fail, because it's born to fail. But it's made to fail.
Born to die.
It's born to die, like we are.
Yes.
And you're going to be first. I lived the 3 deaths already. But anyway, do your homework is the basic thing. Use your own mind. Don't be the guy like Jim Jones, brought all those people down the Kool-Aid, because it's not a good thing.
I can tell you that. I might be a cult leader one day. You got to make a mark on the world somehow, and obviously it's not working.
I think we already got a cult.
Yeah, well, if we got to make some kind of Kool-Aid, something.
We're drinking Kool-Aid.
Yeah, but we got to make one that people would drink.
Let's do it. Let's market it, man. We'll give it to all the Democrats, make them smile.
That could be good. That'd be nice. Yeah. That'd be a good mark to make on the world. We're gonna be right back.
We'll be right back, people. We love you.
We gotta figure out a recipe for this Kool-Aid, okay?
We're gonna make a recipe for Kool-Aid. Yeah.
Seattle's pledged to defund its police department by 50%, even including a proposal to remove 911 dispatchers from police control.
Joe Biden said he's absolutely on board with defunding the police. Listen closely.
Yes, absolutely.
Hello, you've reached 911. I'm sorry that there is no one here to answer your emergency call, but leave a message and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Crime will rise significantly.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm gonna go on record. You know what? I'm gonna go on record and say, what a mess of a fucking song. What a mess. It's a mess.
What is?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, that's a great song.
It's a mess. It's all over the place.
No, it ain't.
Oh, how dare I. And
we're back.
We're back.
Back in.
One thing I had to say before we start going into our topics here, one thing I want to say is, I don't know if you've noticed this, but I've noticed this a lot on my timeline with like the comics that I follow and a lot of the celebrities and late night show hosts, Conan O'Brien, people like that.
I like Conan.
I used to.
I used to like that. Same
Look at what he's doing. I mean, I hate this. It's like a statement of saying, "Oh, lock down and stay." His hair is he looks like a fucking Hagrid from fucking Harry Potter. No, they're just growing their hair out, but they to show that, oh, well, look at I'm abiding by the rules and I'm not. What's the point of not cutting your hair? Because you can cut your hair now legally, by the way. The people that aren't cutting the hair, you look like a fucking slob, and you can cut your hair, they're following the rules. They're following the rules from the fucking beginning of the year.
No, but they're not even following the rules of their health.
Right.
You know what I mean? They look so stupid.
They look stupid. Look at Conan O'Brien right now. He looks fucking horrible. There's a lot of people too. There's a lot of people that did it. A lot of comics. Chris Fairbanks. I'm gonna call you out, Chris Fairbanks. Fuck you. He has a big puff of a lot of friends and people that are working the film industry trying to raise the ranks, showing. But the problem is too. Look at people like Nancy Pelosi still going to get her hair done as she shuts down all hair polish and stuff. And she goes in and you have to wear a mask, and she didn't wear a mask. Fuck that.
You know what I do?
Fuck that. You know Nancy? You know Nancy
Pelosi?
You met her today, but
yeah, I met her today, but she had a beard and a 5 o'clock shadow. But anyway, what I do, I make a phone call. I make a phone call to the underground.
Wait, what's going? I can't hear you.
You can't? Why not?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
I make a call to the underground, and I say, "Hey, I want to set up an appointment. Where are you at?" They tell me where I'm at.
You have people?
I have people, man, underground.
But what kills me is the people.
Literally underground. So you get my hair cut, and I keep looking sharp for every show.
Well,
you know.
And you copy my style of clothing, but
I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
If you look, people, if you look past this a little bit and look at the other shows and see who's like the most stylish, I mean.
But sometimes I'm
just
casual.
take a look,
I just don't realize that you're gonna dress like that.
What?
But the last couple, come on. But I just get pissed about the people with the big hair that just looks horrible with big. Most people look horrible with big hair, but these people just. And I'm like, what are you doing?
How
people
about
that
women?
Never have
women with big hair.
People that never have that too. People that never have though. People that never have big hair. Mostly males. I'm talking about.
Oh.
People that have usually big hair. That don't have big hair, and they have big hair now just to prove a point. Like, I'm staying safe. Like, you haven't got a haircut in a year. You just get fucking scissors and do it.
Well, they can shave though, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying that there's some kind of liberal point that they're trying to prove, and it really pisses me off seeing people in my timeline with big puffy hair, big males with big puffy hair that they've grown it out for a year. You look horrible, first of all. Second of all, just take scissors. You could just do it yourself.
Funny thing about that
if you're too scared to go to a fucking barber, then fucking do it yourself.
Another funny thing is, you see all these celebrity girls with their tits hanging out. Show your tits for.
You follow a lot of fucking people on
vote
Instagram.
for Biden. Show your tits. Now they had. Yeah, it was all over the. It's all over the internet. You see Instagram?
I don't know.
They show their tits without voting.
You follow a lot more sluts than I do.
No, the thing is, it's all over the place. They had vote right on their nipples. They had those the areola things. They have the.
Yeah.
They have like those.
That's the pepperoni part of the nipple.
Sticky, yeah, the pepperoni part. With it, like the hair on it and stuff.
Yeah.
Like an old moldy one. So.
I can't say the name.
But it says it right on it. Vote you all the shit.
Oh,
and
they do
then
that?
you get Chelsea Handler did it. And she's always doing it. But she said,
oh, my God.
I mean,
I
don't like her politics, but I like her per se.
I agree.
I love Chelsea Handler. But
and she is just so virtue signaling
and
everybody.
I
I'm
love
so
her,
disappointed.
but
Billie Eilish.
Politics.
Fuck Billie. I love Billie Eilish. She is a fucking genius.
Billie Idol? White Wedding?
Billie Eilish.
Oh.
She's a brilliant, and she
White
just goes,
Wedding.
you can see what kills me about her. She's the biggest upcoming star musically in the world.
You said that about so many people, and nobody's made it yet.
No, Billie Eilish.
Only the one that made it was Marie Osmond. Now she's selling dietary.
I never said anything about her. Is she? Oh gosh, that's when you know. Or if you're on Cameo, you know you're going downhill. Or you know it's hard to survive after a Cameo fucking debut.
Oh, debut.
Billie Eilish though is huge, right? And she's saying, I watched a video of her the other day, and I'll show it in here. She's going, vote for Joe Biden. She's reading off a teleprompter. She doesn't know. She's 18.
They can't read.
Let me tell you. You don't know who she is. She's
I know who she is now. Yeah.
You know how old she is? 18?
Yeah, 18 years old.
And she's going, vote for Joe Biden and this and blah,
Can
blah.
you vote for Joe Biden?
Well, it's her label telling her.
I can barely see this, but
I can't believe
Can you bring the teleprompter
so
a little bit
unbelievably talented. But what the fuck are you talking? Just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
That means there's
Do
no
your
talent.
music. She is talented. I'm telling you, she's brilliant. Her and her brother, brilliant songwriters, brilliant singers, top of the line. But just shut the fuck up about politics.
You don't need me to tell you things are a mess. Donald Trump is destroying our country and everything we care about. We need leaders who will solve problems like climate change and COVID, not deny them. Leaders who will fight against systemic racism and inequality. And that starts by voting for someone who understands how much is at stake. Someone who's building a team that shares our values. It starts with voting against Donald Trump and for Joe Biden.
But it's their label, I think. Or them being just totally delusional.
Who's their label?
Universal, I bet. I mean, they're the top. Yeah, Universal.
No, it can't be Universal.
Oh.
They're not that big. Columbia's big.
Columbia, fine, Columbia.
BMI.
Any of them. She is the top. She's the top artist in the world right now.
She cannot be bigger
the top artist in the world. And look at Lady Gaga. Let's show that.
Lady Gaga's the
Did you see
biggest
that?
there is.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw her at the
With-
Biden event.
No, with the camo. Vote for Joe Biden. She throws a bear on the ground. Woo!
I'm voting for Joe Biden. And if you live in Minnesota, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Michigan, Florida, or Arizona, I encourage you to vote. And if you have a friend that lives there, tell them to vote. Cheers to the 2020 election.
This their label telling them. That's why.
And the funny thing is,
I can't
that's another
believe
woman.
it.
That's another woman that's so talented.
It's the same things. So
and gorgeous.
What you know about Lady Gaga is what Billie Eilish is to my generation. It's the same
But
shit.
I love Lady Gaga's not even 30 yet, is she?
Close.
Late 20s.
It's
She's
that shit.
brilliant.
It's the same shit.
Brilliant.
It's the same shit. And then both of them go vote for Joe Biden.
But here's what I think about all of that.
I can't
is that
stand
keep
it.
yourself. If you want to vote. But don't coerce people into voting
No,
because
trust and
you
using
have
a
the
platform,
followers. You shouldn't do
which
that.
they probably don't even agree with what they're saying, but the labels and their owners tell them to.
Yep.
It's the same thing with the news. Their owners are all for Biden, and they're against the people that are against the
You hear this?
military
You hear this?
industrial complex.
Hey, you hear this?
What?
My mustache. I never heard it before until just now.
Yeah, totally undyed goatee. Yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
this is my womb room. This is what the girl hears normally. Look.
Yeah. I don't know anything about that.
Oh, Dexter. I would love that womb room.
No,
my 401k doubled, people, right? Everything I do now, my taxes are lower. Everything, even Squib Television, everything. We don't even have to work anymore because of him. Now when Biden gets in,
actually,
we
true.
probably have to go back to work.
No, actually, true.
I mean, I won't have to, but
No,
he might.
No, actually, true. Under Trump, I've actually done very well. I've been very happy this year.
I know.
I've been very comfortable.
Anybody, like some of our friends, I won't mention their names, but they voted for Biden, and guess what? When they start getting the taxes in and on their investments, and I know they're
so
making
comfortable.
big money, they're not going to be in the position they are now to be cocky, and they're going to say, "Oh my God, I voted for Biden." You can't do it, people. You can't listen to everybody else. You have to go by your own situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And do your homework. There you go.
One thing I have to say is everybody kind of, as we're watching this, right? We're this is probably like, what day is it today? Today's November 11th. By the time it comes out, next week.
It's Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day to all the people that fought for us, our freedoms. Everything we got right now is because of the veterans. Of every war, of everything in life is because of the veteran. What do you mean? Our freedom is because of the veteran.
No, I love veterans. No, I love veterans. I love veterans totally, but I don't think it's.
What do you think is the veteran
Well,
didn't
fighting
do?
in the government's war. Gosh, this is how I really feel about it.
What?
I'm gonna delete this probably, but.
Why delete it? No. What don't you like about a veteran? The guy
I
that
love
fought,
everything about.
the
No,
guy
no,
that fought for you to talk to do anything you want to do. Go ahead. We are waiting here, Mr. Squib.
I totally and wholeheartedly agree with everything veterans have done for this country and everything that they believe in, because I believe in our country and I believe in the veterans. I think they're being used by the government in the system and the world.
I agree with that, but that's not their fault.
No, it's not their fault.
It's not their fault.
No,
the government tells them what to do.
Yes, and I don't think that you should willingly agree. It's actually, I kind of give Trump a thumbs up for dodging the draft and dodging all that stuff. Bone spurs, whatever you got to do. Don't play their fucking dirty games. Don't do that. I don't think they're what are they? Fuck them. Don't play their game. That's what I think. But I think the military themselves, brave, wonderful, actually really smart and wonderful people and selfless people. The military and fucking wonderful people, the best people that there ever are. But I'm just like, I can't. Oh man, don't play that game. But they do.
What game are you playing? You're talking about?
I'm talking about like the
circumvent
people that
what
run the
you're talking
world,
about.
the
Let's hear it.
Rothschilds, the people that are using us, the government. Don't like. Why would you fight in somebody's war?
Well, here's the thing: when you join the
it's
military,
not your business.
No. But
Fuck
hold on a
that.
second here, though. When you join, some people get joined because they're in trouble with the law. Some people join for. When you join, you want to wholeheartedly join
It's
to help
selfless.
right.
Yes.
You want to be
Correct.
help the country.
And I love
so
them
when you
for
get
that.
out there, and all my uncles, my father, everybody's
Yep.
all big people. I
My
tried to
uncle
join,
too.
but I had no foot. They wouldn't take me in.
Right.
I got shot. So anyway,
But I can't blame people for Trump like saying I have bone spurs. I can't do it because you have more important
that's
things
bullshit.
to do.
I had a bone
I don't
spur.
think
They
it's
cut it
bullshit.
off.
I don't think it's bullshit because
What
it's
do you
like. But why would you fight for these? You're fighting for your country. It's selfless. But
That's
if you
not what
think
I'm
about
saying.
really
Who had
what
a bone
you're
spur,
doing,
it couldn't go in.
Trump.
I know. What I'm saying is you could have cut that off.
No, correct. But he knew he had more important things to do because he might have died in the war. Why would you fight these Reagan, whoever's
Muhammad
war it
Ali
was?
did it.
I don't know what war he dodged, but why would you fight these people's war? Why would you do anything for these people that are in these people
That hate America.
Right. Why would you do that? So I commend Trump for that, but I also commend the troops for fighting.
Right. Well,
you
this
know?
is what I'm getting at.
But
though.
don't play the game. I would never be a
No.
pawn
Hold on a
in their
second
monopoly.
Here. Hold
I
on.
would never
Hold
do
on
it.
a second here.
Yeah.
I had to go in for the draft.
You did?
1976.
Is that how you lost your
77.
foot?
No, I lost it just prior to that. But what happened was, when I got there, of course, I had three brothers and my cousins. We were all there at the post office, and they said that so many people were turned away because of the Saving Private Ryan stuff there. The mother that lost all the kids that they shouldn't have lost because they were all in the military and they all died. So that's like losing a whole family to a poor mother. But anyway, they didn't take me because I had no foot. Prior to this, I had gotten my foot shot off. But a couple of my cousins went in. My two uncles were in Vietnam. More than that, 3 or 4 uncles and relatives and stuff like that. And also a bunch of my friends that I went into I was supposed to go to the Air Force with a couple of friends of mine, and they wouldn't take me. Now they're out retired and stuff like that. But no, I'm just saying, with the fact of the matter is, they're out there to protect the country, and they got to do what the government tells them to do because they accepted that obligation.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No, I understand.
The obligation is, they don't know what the obligation is going to be at first.
Right.
They don't even know if there's going to be another war. What happens is they've joined to fight a particular thing, but then something else happens.
Yeah.
Something else arises.
I just don't trust.
So you can't trust. I mean,
I don't trust.
I don't. The whole gist of all this is Trump is doing the right thing by bringing our troops home.
And here's the thing
Because
too.
we don't have to fight foreign wars for oil. And here's another thing I want to get.
Oh, that's the thing.
Foreign war is for fuel and land to be strategically right for war and all that stuff. Here's the thing. We have our own oil reserves. Yeah. This is what Trump is using to fight the world.
And that's why they hate him. That's why they rig a lot.
They're trying to rig the election
because he's so anti their system.
We're in the world.
We've gotten away with so many foreign deaths.
What are you going to pay right now?
Ridiculous.
$1.82, November 11th, 2020. Where are you going to pay $1.82 for fuel?
I don't know.
2 years ago, just before Trump came in,
Biden
it was
win,
$4 a gallon.
Oh yeah.
$4.
Yeah. It was getting towards 5.
It was getting towards 5.
And California was 7 to 8. I remember that.
I remember because we were there.
Yeah.
But listen, you got to think of this stuff, people, because if
we're
you
still
vote
there. We're
the
still
wrong
there.
people in.
We're still in California.
I know, but I don't want to say it. But anyway, people, so you have to listen to yourselves. Look in the mirror and say, what do I want out of life? Do I want to have a nice car, a nice home, pay less taxes, and have less government interference? Because if that's what you want Trump. If you want to pay high taxes, if you want to support another country, if you want your brothers, your sisters, your uncles, your aunts, all to go to war and possibly not come home. Yeah.
And the problem is they will
Biden.
fight for these wars because the problem is that people get fooled into fighting for these wars that they think benefits the country and their family, which is a wonderful cause, and they believe in it, and I love them for it. But the thing is, the nefarious...
That may not be true.
Right. The nefarious overarcher thing of it is... that's not even a word.
Wow.
The nefarious...
Look up on Wikipedia.
Don't even know. I'm not going to delete it because it's funny. But... makes me look like an idiot. But the nefarious the nefarious reasons behind it is bad. And the people that are God, another bad not word.
Just say it. We know what you mean.
The people orchestrating these wars are bad, and their intentions are bad, and they're using you. Look at Borat with not Borat, Sacha Baron Cohen in another character with Dick Cheney. He loves war. He just loves it. And you know how many people they killed that administration? The Bush administration, the Dick Cheney administration, and the Obama administration.
With
horrible.
Hillary Clinton.
And actually, the least since that administration, since the Bush administration, Bush, Obama, horrible amounts of death in the Middle East and in our own country.
And look at now. Trump's been in for
Trump.
4 years.
It's the least.
No deaths.
And that's why
a few. There's a few. But compared to that, there's none.
It's the least. And that's why they're pissed, because they're ruining the military-industrial complex. And he's still increasing budget and stuff. But the thing is, look what he did with North Korea. Look what he did with Putin. That's why they hate him, because they're ruining their game. It's a big game.
Right.
And the people are getting played, and Trump's fucking it up. They don't like that. That's why they did this. That's why I really believe in this voter fraud.
Trump went to North Korea and talked to this
Oh, my God.
guy.
It's wonderful.
People,
it's
come
wonderful.
on. How many people would do that?
Yeah, no, I think the people going into the military have the best intentions,
I
but
was just gonna say
they're
that.
being used. They're being used by the people that run the world, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. That's why, like, military support veteran. Yes. Not that what does this little guy matter, in my opinion, but
guy.
I'm not little, right? I'm big. Yeah.
No, I didn't even mean that, but you brought it up.
You did.
You should join the military. Then it shoot through you about 400 times before you fucking knock down. You're like a weeble. You'll never fall.
You know what I mean. I just feel bad about people being played for the government. And the only people that were standing up against it was Trump, and Bernie was standing up against it. But even Trump says it. There's so many videos of Trump saying how screwed he got. And also, like, Trump's, I feel like, as policy-wise, I love Trump. I think he's so funny. I think he has good intentions. I think Bernie had better intentions. But Bernie got played, and so is Trump getting played. They rig it every single fucking time.
One little thing here.
Sure.
About Trump.
Sure.
And Bernie, whoever wants to be involved in this. What I say is this: I like Bernie for his view on medical for all.
Yeah.
I like that because nobody asked.
And his heart. He's
a
good guy.
I say that because nobody asked to be born.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You always said that.
Even in the world. I mean, even in the world, like these poor little kids all over. I mean, they shouldn't be living in poverty. They weren't asked to be born.
Yep.
So I think everybody should get. Even if it comes from America, like we waste so much money, that
you might as
we
well
might as well help people with it. You know what I mean? But other than that, when you look at Trump, I mean, he could have been a bastard all his life. Not a bastard like,
he's a little punk for a little bit, but
a little punkish and this and that. But he had to deal with a lot to rebuild New York.
Yeah.
When I used to drive through New York City when I was a kid, my parents, we would go down to Kentucky. Their first thing they said was stay behind, duck down, all this shit, because it was so bad. And you could see when you looked up in Harlem when the clotheslines were in the trash, and when they had that commercial where the Indian was crying, he was crying for a reason, because
he wasn't really Indian, by the way.
He wasn't?
No, he was an actor.
Yeah, great makeup. And you're not really Adam. Great makeup.
I'm Nancy.
So anyway, Nancy, what I'm saying is, he became president, and his whole life turned around to where he wanted to help people because he sees now that what the government actually did to them. So. This is my.
And that's why they're so against him.
And that's why
they were so against the people like Bernie, and they're so against. Like Trump won by they were shocked.
Yep.
But look what they did to Bernie. Look at Bernie and Trump's crowds are just.
No, but hold on. I want to get to this one little thing though.
Yeah.
The reason I said that was, and I broke into this conversation, was that everybody has made mistakes in their life, and when you get to a certain age, you start to repent a little bit. Not even repent. It's like to say, I wish I wouldn't have done that. I couldn't have done that. I'm sorry for doing this and that. You talk to God.
I wish I didn't shoot off my foot. I wish I didn't flip that car. Yeah,
and the poor Trump is sitting there. He probably did a lot of fucked up things. Yeah. Excuse the lingo. But you know what? You learn in the end. And I'm saying that because I see that as I get older, there's some things that I shouldn't have done. You know what I mean? I was a punky kid. I used to like to fight. I used to do all kinds of shit. But what I'm saying is, there's a time in life where you say, man, I got to stop the bullshit and grow up and be normal. And thank God that I'm as far as I am. He got to be president. Now he wants to help everybody. He's really devout Christian now. And, give that guy a shot. That's what I say.
I was going to talk about how we talked about this off camera. how Trump, how real he is, which I like. The thing is, like, oh, the Bible's my first favorite book next to the Art of the Deal. But then you're like, oh, quote something from the Bible, and he's like, oh, I don't know. He's just kind of like playing his bass, right? Also,
you can like the Bible and say that, but even if you didn't read it, because he could have listened to it. Like today, you got the Audible.
I don't think he's ever read it. I never read it.
You got the Audible.
I'm Christian. I never read it.
I got the Audible, and guess what it says? I got Moses talking. When he's coming down the hill, and he sees all them freaks down there.
What freaks? Oh, the leopard. The leopard?
No, the leopards weren't freaks. That was terrible.
I don't know who the freaks are.
That was in Ben-Hur. This is Moses. He comes down from the hill, and they're all celebrating. They got tits hanging.
Here's something. All right.
And there's something
before I forget.
Well, will we pause again for what?
Before I forget, because I'm kind of stupid.
Oh, go ahead. No.
I'm smart. You know how smart I am. You know how smart I am. But I'm. Fuck. He was on when he was on Howard Stern.
Oh yeah.
In 2004, I was just watching this last night. It was a 3-part thing, and there was an intern that was trying to. He was already married to he was dating Melania, and he was about to marry her, and she was dressed kind of scandally with a
Wait a minute. What do you say that again? Go from the beginning.
Trump was on Howard Stern in 2004. Right. He was dating Melania, about to marry her.
Oh, Melania,
yeah. And this intern on Howard Stern was like trying to get with him, and Howard called her out. It was a wonderful piece, and Howard called her out, and she brought it before Trump came in because he was a little bit late. And she goes, "Oh, you know, are you dressing like this just to get Trump's attention?" And she goes,
all right, let me ask you this: How was she?
20.
How old was she? She was 20.
Yeah.
And at the time, Trump was probably about 46. Somewhere in it, because if he met Melania
he was like 50 or something, like I don't know. But anyway, she was like into Trump, and she just wanted to, like, you know, get his attention, and she wanted like a job or whatever it was. She was willing to play the game, and Howard called her out and put her on the thing, and then she goes, she was doing the release because she's an intern, so she has to just hand him the release form to be on Howard Stern. So anyway, it ended up Trump signing the release form on her back as she's bent over, and he was like, I could do this all day, and she like coaxed him into it, and he did, of course, and he's like, this is great, I could do this all day. I thought it was so great. I thought it was so funny and so great. It's what she was trying, just playing him a little bit, you know, for her to rise up the ranks. Right. And I just thought that was, I don't know, it's just so real. That's all. It was just real.
So what?
I don't.
Any
no,
guy
in a normal mind. I'm not shitting on it. I think it's great.
Would do that.
I think it's great, and I think that guy is the realest guy we've ever had, and that's why people hate him so much.
Exactly.
He's
very real.
And the news turns him against us, and I'm like, well, this is the fucking realest guy we've ever had.
Yeah.
Just listen to anything that he does on Howard Stern, and it's like, it's just fucking real. Yep. Just fucking real. We all think this way. We all want to act this way. Some of us act this way. Most of us don't, but we should, because that's how we feel. Yeah. And it's wonderful.
I do. I'm real. You see,
no, you do. You're the only. You might be the only exception.
No, but I'm going to show you one other thing that I realized that people don't realize about me is I'm going to show you something else that's real. Now watch this. This is my womb broom.
You've been doing this all.
No, but I want to show you one other thing though. Look, this is an inch down. Ew.
Oh. Just a brief note on the media bias.
Let's bring that up.
Fox News kind of dropping the ball on Trump, and people turning towards
Newsmax.
Fox News, Newsmax, and also Parler with the social media. You know, Facebook
I don't know what that is yet,
Facebook and Twitter are just slapping all this shit because they don't care anymore. They're just slapping so many false claims shit on. Yep. They're blocking Trump's tweets. They're blocking Trump's Facebook posts, and they're slapping things. Joe Biden won. Joe Biden won. Joe Biden won. Joe Biden won.
Biden hasn't won yet.
Right, but people are fucking fed up with that. So people are turning to alternative media sources like Newsmax for news and OANN, of course, and also Parler for social media against Facebook and Twitter, and Instagram. So people get fucked up. Why are you slapping this? Because we don't believe this. We're talking about half of the voters, right? A third of the country. There's a third non-voters, a third of the country Trump, a third of the country Biden. Supposedly, I don't think it's that at all. But still, a third of the country, 72 million people don't buy your shit, and they're going to Newsmax and they're going to Parler. That's all. I'm just saying. I'm just talking about the media censorship and
People have to make up. It's what I'm saying. I'll reiterate again. People got to make up their own mind. You got to stay off of the bullshit of social media because they'll try to talk you into anything. So many people say to me, "Oh, you voted for Trump. You did this for Trump. You did this for Trump." I says, "Hold on a second. You friended me on my social media, and I am a Trump person. Why would you argue with me? There is no argument."
Constantly, I'm biting my tongue constantly.
If you bite it off, you won't be able to talk. So what you do is you're right back.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. What I do is I just like what I do is not unfriend people because we're in the film industry. So these people, I realize what potential job could this lead to because there's a lot of past stuff. I'm like, man, this is bad, right? To not agree with them, and this will be less opportunities in the future. So I just unfollow them, and I will look at them when I want to, but it's hard but the only time I have a problem is when people individually message me, "Aren't you happy about Biden?" Not many, but there's a few. And I'm like, that's when I fucking flip my shit. But it's hard. I don't say much on Facebook. If you look at my Facebook, it does. You can't really tell what I believe in. There's nothing in there.
Look at this. Go ahead, try that.
No,
come on, try it. Oh, hold on. Come on, suck it right in.
Is this old weed from 1977?
This weed is from last week.
No.
From our other show, yeah.
I didn't do any weed.
I was saying Snoop Dogg loves this weed. I had to send it to him personally.
Thank you, Snoop. One thing I do want to bring up.
Snoop.
One thing
Snoop,
I want to bring up
quickly
is look at the media owners, right? So you start to wonder who owns Fox because as they're starting to fold, a lot of Fox, but there's still people holding out like Sean Hannity, Tucker Carlson, Ingleson over there. They're holding out a little bit, but most people most people are bending the knee because then you got to start to wonder who actually owns this media. You actually got to wonder.
Well, what happened was...
There's a clip about who owns Tucker Carlson. I love Tucker. But you start to wonder who owns this media.
I wonder, are you the first person ever to note that people are flying private to talk about global warming and that none of them mention tax avoidance? Has anyone ever said that before at Davos that you know of?
The vast majority of Americans, for years and years now, according to the polls, including Fox News viewers and including Republicans, are in favor of higher taxes on the rich. Higher inheritance taxes, higher top marginal tax rates, higher wealth taxes. It's all really mainstream. But no one's saying that at Davos, just as no one's saying it on Fox News, right? And I think the explanation for that is quite simple. Is that most of the people in Davos, but also here on this channel, have been bought by the billionaire class. You're not meant to say these things. So I just went there and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to say it, just as I'm saying it right here on this channel.
Well, what was interesting, I thought, about what you said was you noted something. I mean, many people have called for higher taxes, but very few.
Well, not on this channel, is it? I mean, almost all of the pundits on this channel for years have been against higher taxes, right? Even though the vast majority of Americans is in favor of it.
I mean, I don't know.
So I think the issue really is one of corruption and of people being bribed and of not being, not talking about the real issues. What the family, what the Murdochs basically want you to do is to scapegoat immigrants instead of talking about tax avoidance. So I'm glad you're now finally raising the issue, but that's what's been happening for the past couple of years.
Uh-huh. And I'm taking orders from the Murdochs. Is that what you're saying?
No, I mean, it doesn't work that directly. But I mean, you've been part of the Cato Institute, right? You've been a senior fellow there for years. You've been taking their dirty money. They're funded by cock billionaires,
Wait, why don't you tell me how it does work?
Well, it works by you taking their dirty money. It's as easy as that. I mean, you are a millionaire funded by billionaires. That's what you are. And I'm glad you now finally jumped the bandwagon, of people like Bernie Sanders and AOC. But you're not part of the solution, Mr. Carlson. You're part of the problem, actually.
AOC, wait, but can I just say, and
it's true, right? It's true, right? That all the anchors on Fox, they're all millionaires. How is this possible? Well, it's very easy. You're just not talking about certain things.
Fox doesn't even play where you are.
It doesn't play where you are? Well, have you heard of the internet? I can watch things whatever I want, I have, actually. I can't say I'm a great fan of your show, but I do my homework when you invite me on your show. So, I mean, you're probably not going to air this, but I went to Davos to speak truth to power, and I'm doing exactly the same thing right now. You might not like it, but you're a millionaire funded by billionaires, and that's the reason why you're not talking about these issues.
But I am talking about these issues.
Yeah, only now. Come on, you jumped the bandwagon. You're all like, oh, I'm against the globalist elite, blah, blah, blah. It's not very convincing, to be honest.
Why don't you go yourself, you tiny brain, and I hope this gets picked up, because you're a moron. I tried to give you a hearing, but you were too annoying for me.
You can't handle the criticism, can you?
And that's where he starts to go to people like Newsmax. And I say Jimmy Dore. I want to bring up some clips of Jimmy Dore.
Jimmy, we handed almost unlimited power to a fascist wannabe. Are you not deeply, deeply concerned about that?
I understand why people are afraid of a Donald Trump presidency, but Trump is not the problem. He's a symptom of the problem. Why do you think people voted for Trump? Because everything is going great in their lives? Trump didn't take us to Iraq. Trump didn't pass NAFTA. Trump didn't bail out the banks and screw the homeowners. If people actually knew what Bill Clinton and Barack Obama actually did, they would be screaming bloody murder. The Democratic Party completely turned their back on workers. They got in bed with Wall Street and Silicon Valley. This is the result. In order to get better, we have to come to terms with this. We have to come to terms with what's wrong. People are hurting. Half the country's poor, you assholes. When both parties turn their back on the workers, they're gonna go to a demagogue. Which is why Hillary Clinton lost to an orange clown. You know, her slogan wasn't "I'm with you." The slogan was "I'm with me." I'm with her. What the F? You're supposed to be with us, you stupid jagoff.
When we lead with our values as Democrats...
What? What are your values? What the fuck are they?
We have to expose Donald Trump.
No, we have to expose the Democratic Party. Bill Clinton did stuff that Republicans could only do in their wet dreams. He exploded the prison population, gutted welfare, and then repealed the New Deal banking regulations. Barack Obama repealed habeas corpus, shored up the surveillance state, and the people who exposed war crimes inside of our government, he put them in jail and tortured them. The Democrats are a grassroots party the same way Monsanto is an organic food company. We should do a diet where we just make fun of the Democratic Party. But it's important to respect the dead. And everyone is still saying, you gotta vote for it. 'Cause Trump, dude. You tried this before. You gotta beat Trump with something. Where's your platform for ending the 7 wars Barack Obama got us in? Where's your platform for ending fracking? Where's your fucking platform? How about a living wage? Free college, single payer, so sick people can get health care in America. That Bernie's crazy. I mean, how can we afford less expensive drugs? I say the establishment. If you can't join them, let's fucking beat them. Ah! We need a fucking revolution.
These people are like really anti-everything, and they call out everybody for their bullshit, including Fox. But Fox is the closest we get to the truth, but it's not that close, as you're seeing.
I can't believe.
And that's why we're turning to Newsmax.
I can't believe when I went to sleep that night and Trump was ahead including Arizona, Georgia, Pennsylvania. And then at night, the next morning you hear that he's behind, and all of a sudden you hear
why were you asleep?
That the DOJ, the FBI, all this horse shit is on to investigate voter fraud. But voter fraud's been around since forever.
And it's reported as 100% in, too, which kills
100% in.
100% in, but it's not. It's not. So why does it say it 100%?
Right now, it's still 87% in on most states. 89, 90, 90. Who cares? But Trump is going to win. I'm sorry, people. You know, the people in the non-believers, like you, Nancy, and Schumer, and Biden, and Kamala. All of this stuff is you're gonna apologize after, I guess, because you can't take the win without being the winner.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like chewing bubble gum and you don't have any gum in your mouth.
Like me, I do every day.
He does that all the time.
Where would one thing I got to bring up, which is funny, like I do think Trump's gonna prevail overall, right?
Oh yeah, I know he is.
I do, because I have bets against my friends, and they're all like, "No, give up, give us our money." I'm like, no. I believe in this. And actually, one thing I do, like, I think Trump's going to win fairly and legally, but if for somehow he just took total monarchy, I support it. I'm going to be a record, I support that. Not that that's what we are. We're not even in a democracy. We're not. It's an oligarchy, by the way. But let's just be obvious about it. Let's just do a total monarchy. Let's just take control. Let's have a fucking supreme leader, like North Korea. Let's fucking do it. Let's fucking do it.
Did I tell you one
the
thing?
Democrats are so despicable. Fuck you, and let everybody cry. All the
They
people
are.
celebrating in the street, cry. We deserve it. We get what we deserve with Hillary. What happened with Hillary and how they screwed Bernie and what she did, and this is why we have Trump. And actually, that's great. Fine. But we could have had Bernie, but we didn't. Fuck you. Fuck the DNC and fuck everybody who voted for them. A total monarchy, and I support it full-heartedly. I don't know if you do.
Yeah, I do.
Even though it's not fair.
Come on.
Even though
Come on. Take a little piece of my heart now, baby.
Fuck you. You did it to us in 2016. We don't. Hey, guess what? There's the thing about Dan Smith. Dan Smith, a Bloomberg. Dan Smith, a Bloomberg staffer. He came out recently, actually yesterday live. Nobody caught this. I caught this. I was watching that Jimmy Dore show.
You catch it out of everybody else.
Because I was watching Jimmy Dore live, and he came out and Steph, his co-host. He reported that they screwed Bernie out of the Michigan primary by propping up Corona, just like what happened with against Trump. Yep. And they propped it up to screw him out of Michigan.
They're creating diseases.
So Pete Buttigieg with Iowa too, it's the same shit happened. And they ask him, what happened? He falsely declared victory to take the momentum away from Bernie, and they go,
how do you feel about Iowa?
How do you feel?
You said victorious last night. You think that's too early, or you feel like your numbers are going well?
Pete Buttigieg, and he smiles with his fucking.
I can't stand that kid.
He's what's that guy? The McBurger guy, not the McCheese, not Gromit from the fucking McDonald's.
Oh, I don't know. I can't stand
the Hamburglar.
Oh, the Hamburglar. Yeah.
And they ask him, why did you falsely declare victory
in
Iowa?
You know what happened?
Why? And
he wasn't the Hamburglar.
No, because he
was a hot dogler.
Yeah, he was a hot. Yeah, true. That's it. Fuck Pete Buttigieg. Fuck you, you shill. Fuck you. And he's gonna be part of fucking Biden's fucking team, you know.
I don't
Fuck
know
him.
I don't know about that.
What they did? Guess what they did? They took every fucking identity politics person.
Yeah.
The black woman. You got the gay guy. You got all the fucking people, and you're using everybody. And the black
leave the gay guy alone.
No, not leave the gay.
He's kind of my friend.
No, who? No, Pete Buttigieg. Pete Buttigieg, the Hamburglar.
Oh yeah,
the Hamburglar. And fuck the Hamburglar.
Yeah.
I have a clip, and he just smiles. They ask, why'd you falsely declare victory in Iowa? It was to take away momentum from the Bernie campaign, and that's what killed him. And he just accepted it like a little shit.
You know what I'd like to see?
That's what kills me about Bernie.
You know what I'd like to see?
It kills me.
Trump with Bernie.
Oh my God.
President, vice president, and reverse it
But
again.
Bernie wouldn't
but
do it,
they'd
and
have
Trump
two
wouldn't do
different views on everything. So maybe they could do a partisan votes on free health care for
but the thing
all
is,
people.
Bernie,
not even
Bernie
Americans.
is such a shill to the Democratic Party right now that he will never because Donald Trump.
Bernie lost.
Fuck you.
Bernie lost
Fuck
all
Bernie.
his
He
will.
let us all down.
When you take a person's will,
Pissed about him.
you just drop them to their knees, and that's what happened to Bernie.
That's what he did.
That's what happened to Bernie.
It's so unfortunate because he had so much hope. Look what he did in 2016. Look at his little weak campaign. Because the Bloomberg campaign took him down, and they said, let's prop up this coronavirus and make Bernie feel guilty about helping the people. Let's just get behind one candidate. That's what happened to Bernie's campaign in 2020. Dan Smith, a Bloomberg campaign person, said it. This is what they did. They coerced, and he was with Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer. They all did this behind closed doors. And they asked Pete Buttigieg, why did you falsely declare? And there's a clip. I'll show it. Nothing. He just smiles like a fucking creep. And now, guess what? Now he's part of Biden's. He's going to be part of Biden's cabinet.
Well, they say that.
I can't
they
believe
say that. But
well, he's on the top of the list. So is our governor, Gina Raimondo. They're all part of this.
She's so dumb.
It's
she's so dumb. When they bury her, she's going to have dumb left in her.
Yeah.
She can't use it all.
I know.
It's pathetic. She can't use all the dumb she's got and all her cabinet.
Neither can you.
Look at her. Listen to this. All the people she's on stage with every day, like in the Rhode Island thing, every now and again I go back to Rhode Island news, whatever it is, PRO, and they get her talking. That whole stage that they stand on and all the doctors they come out, it's so dumb. I don't know why they don't look at the they don't rewind it and look at it themselves later what they said and how they look. When you die with that much dumb, you become some sort of spirit looking around. Where the fuck am I supposed to be going?
That's how you become a
Am I going to heaven? Am I going to hell?
And that's how you
they don't know the fucking difference.
That's how you become a spirit. All right, so we're
A dumb spirit.
Right.
Sorry, spirits in my house.
There's so many. He brings in so many artifacts, and he's shocked every time he goes, I heard something. I'm like, well, look at what you bring in. If I turn this camera around, you'd be fucking scared for your life. We'll be right back. We're going to close out the show.
We'll be right back, people.
We'll be right
and
back.
I love you all. Especially the underwear people.
Kamala Harris ran for president by rushing to the radical left, embracing Bernie's plan for socialized medicine, calling for trillions in new taxes, attacking Joe Biden for racist policies. Voters rejected Harris. They smartly spotted a phony. But not Joe Biden. He's not that smart. Biden calls himself a transition candidate. He is handing over the reins to Kamala while they jointly embrace the radical left. Slow Joe and phony Kamala. Perfect together. Wrong for America.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the
Sorry, people. Welcome
Shquibcast.
back.
We've been arguing off camera because he's trying to say that he's trying to tell me that Joe Biden won, and I'm like, no, Dick, Joe Biden did not win. And he's just trying to say
People, it never happened.
He's trying to say Joe Biden
the problem
clearly
we have
won.
Here is that I'm smoking. Well, we're smoking too much of that
You're not-
hashish.
I don't know why you have to fake smoking pot. Just smoke it or don't.
We just did. That's pot, man. What do you think? I'm devoting this show to Snoop Dogg.
But why are you trying to? We gotta pick one sponsor: Snoop Dogg or fucking
my underwear.
Me underwear. My underwear.
I like my underwear. I hate underwear.
You don't have any.
But I'll try my underwear. Can you get this shit off the bottle here?
Oh yeah. Your empty bottle.
The empty bottle of shit. Yeah.
One of the last topics I had to bring up. How is this?
Now what
it's
happened?
It's the 32 gigabyte thing. We have a
I just ordered 2 brand new.
I know.
We're on it.
We don't have them yet.
Do we get airmail?
I can't believe I have to explain this to him.
We get airmail.
Hold on. 2 things I need to say.
What?
One, I like what Trump is doing as far as like kind of he's
Wait a
firing
minute,
a lot
are
of
we
people.
back?
Oh yeah. Hi.
Oh my God, people! So
Hi.
sorry that we.
Yeah, I'm
we
sorry
had a
Dick
lapse
didn't
in
properly.
memory.
I'm sorry Dick didn't properly introduce you back.
We're back. All right, go ahead.
He's just a Biden supporter. He's out of his mind.
I hate Biden.
He
No,
is
I
out of his mind.
don't hate Biden. I just
well,
want to say this before we get minutes to go. But
if he's participating in the stealing of our democracy,
I know. But
yes,
you know
I do
what?
hate him.
I don't like his policy, but he's probably a halfway decent guy.
Fine, but he's part of the system, and he's part of the people that are screwing us out of real democracy.
Right.
So I hate him. That's why I hated Hillary, because I think I would have if I didn't know any better. Because
Did you see Hillary?
I was
when she
indoctrined
young?
into the Democratic system.
Did you see Hillary when she was young?
She's kind of hot.
I'd have hit her from behind so fast.
Yeah, and then she
I
hit
could
you
hide
from
her head,
behind
you
in the later years.
Oh yeah, from behind is right.
She did.
Ooh.
And that's
Remember
why they're
we
so
met her-
pissed.
we-
That's why they're so pissed, because we ruined their little game.
Remember
They're
we
so
met
pissed.
up with them over in Rhode Island.
I never met them.
No, we went.
Oh
to,
yeah, we did. We did went.
Yeah, we went to the.
We went to
her campaign thing over in Woonsocket, Rhode Island.
We went to Bernie's campaign. We went to fucking Hillary's little shitty ass fucking thing that she couldn't even fill up a high school stadium.
You had to see.
Trump filled out his venue.
Go look
Bernie,
it up. It's on Squib TV.
Squibtv.com, right?
Yeah, it's somewhere around.
No, we did. We went to every single thing, and Bernie and Trump both sold out their venues to this extreme, and Hillary couldn't even fill up a high school stadium. And we wouldn't even go in it because we hate her that much. We wouldn't even go in
It wasn't even a high school.
We just trolled the little
I think it was
line.
pre-primary.
No, it was. No, but we trolled the outside. And I wish we had it this year, because it's 4 years later. We deserve that. We didn't even get that.
We need that triumphant.
And Trump, they
the
did.
triumphant.
You know who brought him over here? Because I filmed the Trump rally. There was a Trump rally here, and we filmed it.
Yeah.
And Jerry Zarilla, and he tried to get Trump here again, and Trump saw the results from the last one, and he didn't do it. He didn't come. Because he's like, fuck this. Why, if these people just hate me that much, why would I come? But there's a lot of people that do love him.
If it's a Democratic state, it's tough to
That was the
turn.
thing.
But
he did it in
this year
2016.
He did it this year. But
that
it's not out yet because of that stupid Raimondo.
Oh, here's the last 2 topics I have to talk about. One, if there's a civil war.
A what?
If there's a civil war.
It can't be.
Well, what side do you stand on?
What?
What side do you stand on? There's a civil war. Total civil war. Total civil war.
They can't. It's.
I know what side you stand on. It's not even a question. But what happens? They knock on your door. What do you do?
Kill them.
That's it? Just kill? Just sure
No, actually, I like to shoot him in the leg.
Okay. And you send him to jail?
Well, Joe's got the hairy legs for the little kids. But
Civil war. Yeah, he does like that. Civil war.
That's dumb.
That's dumb? But it could happen.
The 21st century.
I think once everything turns around, you never know. I think they could be.
It's the 21st century.
Because you notice our side isn't doing that. Our side isn't fucking doing that.
No, but I don't think any of that's going to happen. But next topic.
The last thing.
That's too
all right,
far.
The last thing before we have to go. Let's see what happens. We're gonna put this out. We still don't know the results. We have a while till we find out the results.
There are no results,
But
people.
One thing
don't
I have to
believe
say.
the media.
One thing I have to say is funny, and I don't know what the insides and outsides.
You got something funny?
It's funny.
I'll start laughing now. Go ahead.
It's Rudy Giuliani booking the Four Seasons landscaping place. You heard about that?
No.
Oh, of course he hasn't, because he only watches Fox. You
I
gotta
haven't
watch
watched that in
Newsmax.
weeks.
You gotta watch Newsmax.
I haven't watched it in weeks.
Newsmax.
I don't even watch TV because I get pissed off.
I know. I can't believe
I've been
what they're
watching.
doing.
I've been watching cartoons like there's no tomorrow.
Really? You're like a little kid. That's weird.
I like cartoons.
What a weird guy, huh? So he did. He booked. So the story is essentially, Rudy Giuliani booked a press conference, the big first press conference after everything's happened.
I heard about that, but
fighting the results.
We ain't got much time
He
on the
booked it
media.
accidentally. Rudy Giuliani booked it accidentally at the Four Seasons landscaping. It was between like a crematory and a dildo shop. Not that doesn't matter where it's between.
No.
It was Four Seasons.
Rudy, pull a dildo out of your ass.
It was Four Seasons landscaping, so they had to. It was accidental. I don't know who planned it, but somehow it came together. I don't know the people that said, "Oh yeah, do a press conference here." I don't know how it happened, but it happened, and they went to this place and they had to scramble and put all Trump signs on this fucking place that's not a fucking hotel where you do all those stuff.
I never seen you swear so much.
Oh yeah, but yeah. So anyway, they messed up, and they're in between these two places, the crematory and the dildo shop, and it's Rudy Giuliani behind all these Trump signs. There's Trump.
Let me tell you right now,
he's saying truth.
You cremate that many dildos in this fucking environment right now with COVID-19, there's gonna be a lot
that one's done.
of hurt
It's
women
this one.
and hurt men.
Isn't that fucked?
Hurt
But
gay men and hurt women.
Yeah.
For a dildo crematory.
Exactly.
It's awful.
But
amazing.
isn't that funny? Isn't it funny?
Amazing.
I don't know how it happened. I don't know who allowed it. I don't know what the fucking problem is. Isn't it funny though? I think it's
That
really
is funny.
I think it's so funny. And then you see Rudy Giuliani, and then you saw a picture. I saw a picture of Rudy Giuliani in front of like a bunch of Ritz crackers, and he does it in front of the Ritz Carlton or whatever.
Yeah.
And he goes, "That's his next press conference."
Putting
was
on
fun.
the Ritz.
See, that is like you're not making fun
Sucking
of.
on the tits.
You're not
Only
making fun
at
of
the Ritz.
like bold people. You're just making fun of like the mistake. I think making fun of a mistake is funny. I think.
Oh, fuck yeah. I do
Right.
it all night on this show.
But like, that was Rudy Giuliani's fault. To whoever planned it is fault, and it made Trump look like an asshole.
Oh, that's terrible.
You know, I think that's just.
Can
funny.
you know
So
what
anyway,
this is?
This camera's dead. We ran out of space
You know what
because we
this
don't
is?
have a nice big enough memory card.
Look.
It's a broom. Anyway,
You know that now?
I heard about it. I had one once.
You did not.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Absolutely.
You got a flute toot.
I never heard of that.
And I just made that up.
I never heard
Sorry
of that
about
one.
that. We gotta
I never
go.
heard about that
We're
one.
running
Thanks
out of
for
time.
watching.
All these guys gotta get out of here.
So what do you think?
Courtney, bring me a beer, you bitch.
You think Trump's gonna win ultimately?
Absolutely.
Okay. We'll see. I hope so. I don't know.
Love you, people.
I don't know anymore. Okay.
Ooh.
He's looking at the camera that's dead. This one.
I am. I'm looking at that one.
Oh, you are? Wow, finally. Bye.
You really don't know what you're talking about.
Everybody in the world's doing CBD oil, and I think
Yeah, they're all turning Democrat.
But I think it's
I think it's all psychological. I give somebody olive oil once. They thought they were Italian. It's the same thing.
It's fine, but I think
I'm not taking opioids.